Imagine if there were a way to measurably improve joint function in cases of osteoarthritis, not just as a feeling, but quantifiable on a clinical scale. This is precisely what a comprehensive meta-analysis by researchers from the Mexican Social Security Institute from the year 2025 shows. They concluded that certain collagen supplements can improve joint function by nearly 7 points on the established osteoarthritis scale. This is a significant, measurable result. It tells us that something more than just a placebo effect is happening here. However, this positive news comes with a crucial catch: a blind spot that could lead countless people to invest time and money without achieving the desired effect. Because the critical question is not if collagen works, but which collagen is used for which problem. Most people are unaware that we are dealing with two fundamentally different therapeutic approaches, as different as a building block and a radio signal, and choosing the wrong approach can nullify the potential benefit. Let's now precisely separate these two worlds. On one side, we have the building block approach. Here, we are talking about hydrolyzed collagen, often referred to as collagen peptides. The name already reveals the process. The large, complex collagen molecule is broken down by enzymes into small bioactive fragments. For a long time, science believed that only individual amino acids could pass through the intestinal wall. Today, we know better. Research has been able to show that these small collagen peptides can cross the intestinal barrier intact, accumulate in the blood, and travel specifically to the cartilage tissue. Once they arrive, something fascinating happens. They don't just serve as passive building material. Rather, they act as active signaling molecules. They dock onto our cartilage cells, the chondrocytes, and stimulate them to increase the production of new endogenous collagen and other important components of the cartilage matrix. It is therefore a direct, stimulating, and protective effect. This mechanism is the logical answer to a degenerative problem like osteoarthritis, which involves the wear and tear and loss of cartilage substance. We are delivering the right building blocks and the corresponding instructions directly to the cellular factory. And now, let's switch channels completely. Forget the building blocks. We are entering the world of the signal approach. This is about native or undenatured type 2 collagen. Its superpower lies precisely in the fact that its complex three-dimensional helical structure remains intact. This approach targets a completely different problem: rheumatoid arthritis. This is not purely a wear and tear disease, but an autoimmune condition where our own immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the joints. This is where the mechanism of so-called oral tolerance comes into play. A landmark study published back in 1993 in the renowned journal Science provided the crucial evidence. Researchers at Harvard Medical School administered native type 2 collagen to 60 patients with severe active rheumatoid arthritis. The result was impressive. The number of swollen and tender joints decreased significantly compared to the placebo group. 4 patients even achieved a complete remission of their disease. How is this possible? The intact collagen molecule is recognized by specialized immune cells in our gut, the gut-associated lymphoid tissue, after ingestion. Instead of triggering a defensive reaction, the immune system learns to tolerate this structure as harmless. It is essentially reprogrammed. This newfound tolerance becomes systemic. The misguided immune response responsible for the inflammation and destruction in the joint is downregulated. So the native collagen is not a building block, but a highly specific training signal that teaches the immune system to stop attacking the body's own cartilage. What does all this mean in practice? The evidence suggests a crystal-clear strategy. If you suffer from osteoarthritis, a degenerative problem of cartilage loss, then hydrolyzed collagen, the building block approach, is the scientifically logical choice. Meta-analyses confirm a mild to moderate but significant relief of pain and improvement in function. If, on the other hand, you suffer from an inflammatory autoimmune disease like rheumatoid arthritis, where the immune system's attack is the primary issue, then native type 2 collagen, the signal approach, is the scientifically sound choice. The goal here is to address the cause of the inflammation, not just the symptoms of wear and tear. Finally, however, an honest reality check is essential. The science clearly shows the effects are moderate, not revolutionary. An improvement of 7 points on a 96-point scale is statistically relevant and noticeable for the individual, but it is not a miracle cure. Additionally, we must critically note that a large portion of the research is industry-affiliated, which increases the risk of publication bias. But the key takeaway is this. Knowledge of these two different mechanisms frees us from relying on generic advertising promises. It empowers us to make an informed, targeted, and biologically based decision for our joint health. And that is a crucial step. We would like to sincerely thank you for spending this episode with us. Your support and interest mean a great deal to us. We hope you have gained exciting insights and valuable food for thought. Stay curious, informed, and inspired. Together, we are shaping a better future. As always, we wish everyone a long, healthy, and happy life. Until next time.